Thank you for everyone who has subscribed to the channel already. And if you haven't, please subscribe if you have not. Right now, I'm just going to be sharing some thoughts I had on episode 79 and the episode 80 preview. This last episode was amazing, and I'm so glad Majin Buu went straight ham at the end. I loved how the other universes had never seen anything like Buu before, and they were surprised by his regeneration ability. They were all freaked out, like, whoa, like what kind of being is this guy that he can do this? And I think they're saving the chocolate beam probably for another fight. But this fight was awesome. I think it was 10 out of 10. It was the best Buu fight probably that I've ever seen. Definitely up there. I mean, it was really epic when Buu told Basil, "Oh, you're strong, but I'm even stronger." And then he just blasted dude full power, stuns him. He had no chance after that. But one thing that was definitely important from this fight was when a ki blast flew towards the gods of destruction, and Toppo, who has been revealed recently to be the next god of destruction, he's from Universe 11. He caught the blast and he kind of just compressed it with his hands into nothing and like just disintegrated it into thin air. It was pretty crazy. And then even Shappa was freaked out about it. And he's like, "Who is this guy?" And he was freaked out. Maybe he sent something from this guy, or maybe just him being able to compress the beam was very impressive. But makes me wonder if like he can automatically tell if he's on his level or Beerus's level or maybe even stronger. If he is next in line to be a god of destruction, then it would be safe to assume that he would be able to take on at least some of the current gods of destruction. It also looks like he says that they have disrespected the gods. Toppo says that is. Which has been a recurring theme here in Super, and it could be foreshadowing that the gods will feel disrespected in this tournament, or maybe the angels will be disrespected in this tournament, and maybe that'll cause them to take some action against like the normal mortals or some of the fighters. And it leaves a lot of mystery now as to why they had emphasis on the fight with Goku and that alien guy, the intro for the episodes and the trailer. And the more I look at that trailer now, I think Goku isn't really going to be struggling too bad against this fighter. During the fight, yeah, it shows that they seem pretty evenly matched, but it doesn't show that Goku's losing. And, at the end, Goku's smiling. It's kind of like he's just having fun. Like he's just having fun training with this guy, basically. And he's just trying to, like, adapt to this guy's technique or just, touch up on his. And, the guy's obviously going to be strong if he can keep up with Super Saiyan Blue Goku. But I think it'll be the first time Goku does go blue, and I think it should be probably more towards the end of the tournament or the end of this arc, if the tournament even ends in this arc, because that's something that a lot of people are kind of just assuming that may not even happen. Like there could be some sort of interference in this tournament, causing it to go into something else. I mean, it'd be very similar to how they had the martial arts tournament back, with the Buu saga, and they had the tournament. It got stopped right in the middle of it because of the Buu thing, and then the rest of it just turned into Majin Buu, which, like, I'm kind of curious if they do something similar here with this arc. But I think he's just going to show that power, because maybe he will need it to defeat this guy, but I think Toppo, he could be set up now. This is a possibility. It wouldn't be surprising to me, though, if he was set up to defeat either Hit or Vegeta just to show how strong he is. And then if Goku faces Toppo, then he'll reveal his new technique or transformation that seems to have been teased before, also in the intro. But one rule that's going to definitely affect everything is the fact that there are no rules. When the Omni King said anything goes, it was pretty weird. Well, not the Omni King, but the Great Priest. Like he was trying to act like the Omni King said it, but it was just another indication pretty much that he's in charge of all the Omni King's thoughts. It's like if the Great Priest said, "Oh, Omni King, I think we should have no rules," the Omni King would just say okay. Like the Omni King is just there for fun. The Omni King gets entertained as soon as somebody gets punched in the face and whatnot. So like the Great Priest again has just been showing even more sketchy behavior. And the fact that they saw the tournament between universes 6 and 7, you would have thought that they would have mimicked the rules a little better. Like they even said, Goku, that is, "Oh hey, we won, we knocked him out the ring," because that's the rules that they used in that last tournament, and that's the rules that they've used in all their tournaments on Earth. And the Great Priest was just like, "Oh no, we're not doing that here, just assume everything goes." And then they also allowed Basil to get an item thrown at him that boosted his power, which I've been seeing online now that it could be a reference to the Tree of Might, the movie from back in the day. Really good movie too, and how the fruit boosted power. But now that's gonna make me think that at some point maybe Universe 7 will probably use a Sensu beam or more than one Sensu beam during the tournament, and I think that'd be pretty crazy because then imagine, one of the Saiyans fighting, whether it's a Vegeta, Goku, Gohan, and they're getting beat down, beat down, beat down, and the Omni King doesn't like it. Let's say the Omni King's like, no, I don't want Goku to lose, or no, Goku, you can't lose. And then Great Priest says, oh, give him a Sensu beam. Or you guys can go ahead and use a Sensu beam. Maybe somebody else on the team will say, hey, like, why don't you guys use those Sensu beams, like if they used, that berry before. And then they'll go back to full health, even stronger than before with the Zenkai boost, and then that'd be pretty scary. So I think that it has some influence too, on the next episode. Well, it kind of just influences my thoughts a bit on the next episode because Gohan's fighting, and I'm talking about the rules, that is, the rule that pretty much there are no rules, and also that you can use things or get some assistance. And I'm glad Gohan's fighting. It's what we've been waiting for, and we're expecting huge gains from him in the future. But it has been shown that Gohan will have his eyes poisoned in this fight by Lavenda, who literally wants to kill Gohan. He says if he can kill Gohan, he knows he can win, which is pretty crazy. And I'm really curious to see how many fights will actually go to the death in this tournament. And this guy, he's definitely crazy looking. He's kind of acting crazy. He has like that crazy eye. He's literally the stereotypical like psycho crackhead murderer that you should just be afraid of. He's definitely a cheater. Won't be fighting Gohan fair either. And we see Gohan turn Super Saiyan in the fight. And this could be the first time other universes see a Super Saiyan. So I'm really curious to see like how they're going to react. If they're going to say, oh, wow, so these beings or his son could transform. I wonder if he can too. Or if they just recognize the power difference. They'll be like, wow, then imagine a guy of this base. That's something really interesting. And I think that it's also going to be kind of crazy too to see if Gohan has to use Super Saiyan to beat this guy, and then Goku next round facing the oldest brother who's supposed to be the strongest can beat him in base form. That just shows like how many light years away Gohan is from Goku somewhat, and that Goku's base form could literally defeat Super Saiyan Gohan. I mean, that's pretty crazy. But then again, he might just go Super Saiyan just to be ready to take more high-impact shots thrown at him because he can't see. And he'll probably just go Super Saiyan because he doesn't want to be in base form and take a strong shot that could kill him. Because the guy might even tell Gohan, no, like, now that you're blind, I'm going to kill you or something. I could see him saying something crazy like that. And he can't even sense their ki either, because it was stated by Goku that they can't sense energy from them. So how in the world could Gohan possibly win? If he can't sense his ki, and he's blind, then how's he going to be able to attack him? I don't know if he's just going to do it from, sound. Maybe he could do it from sound, which that'd be pretty cool and impressive. He could take the L in this one, though. He could lose, and that wouldn't surprise me either. Because then other than that, it would almost seem like he'd have to just grab him. If not using sound, he'd have to grab him and then maybe crush this dude, like break his back or something, or just shoot an energy blast while he's holding on to him. If he does lose, it is what it is. We already know that he's going to be way stronger later in the tournament, and everybody can't wait for that. But I could see a scenario, though, where, the Omni King's like, oh, I want him to be able to fight. Like, this is boring or something. Which, that could get him the loss, too. Oh, this is boring. Stop the fight. Gohan takes the loss. But a situation where Gohan could win, though, is maybe, since they had assistance before, maybe Majin Buu can heal his eyes. So then the fight can be fair. And then the Great Priest says, oh, don't mess up his eyes anymore. We want to see you guys actually fight. And then Gohan goes and just tears this dude up and wrecks him, and he's mad. And I think that no matter what, though, win or lose, I think Gohan will be mad that just the fact that he got his eyes poisoned, I think it'll be because, I think the motivation will be now because that he'll know, man, you know what, if I was way stronger, if I would have been training harder or training with my dad, training with Whis, whoever, I could have easily just one-shotted this guy. But because I'm my power level now, I had to get myself in a scenario where I got my eyes poisoned. So I think that you know, him getting his eyes poisoned will definitely be a motivator, just for that. But yeah, I'm excited though, and I hope Gohan ends up with another unique transformation. Trunks got another unique transformation, so I think it's only fair to give Gohan another one. If they don't want to do it, it is what it is. But I just think it'd be really cool for him to have some sort of mystic, you know, Super Saiyan God transformation. That'd be really awesome. Maybe it could be that Super Saiyan White that everybody's like, you know, dying to see, and you know, a lot of fan art about it, and a lot of people have like assumed like, oh, that this would be the ultimate Super Saiyan form, but you never know. I mean, they're going pretty wild with all the transformations now, but I love them all though. They're all cool. Well, yeah, those are my thoughts on the episodes. Please subscribe if you haven't, because I'm making some more theory videos soon. I have links to past ones in the description below, along with other links, and give us a like if you enjoyed this.